Cold email is changing in 2026 and in a big way. What used to work in 2025 is not going to work in 2026. And people thought 2025 was bad. Well, wait until you actually get hit with the news 2026 will bring for us. No, I do not have a magic ball. No, I'm not someone who can look into the future, but I've seen what happened in the past and I know where the industry is headed. So I'll show you in this video what I'm doing to prepare for 2026 to send 2 million emails per day, which I'm actively scaling up to. And the big word here, the big pay, the biggest takeaway, if you want to click off this video right now, is just diversification, right? So there you go. If you want to know in terms of what, feel free to stick around. But if you got this information, you can just feel free to go ahead and click off. But for those that are staying, let me show you what I'm doing. And again, I'm bringing back the classic whiteboard here. So in terms of 2025, the best strategy was definitely Outlook because it was the best priced for sure and the best ROI, which it still is. But the question is, for how long is it going to stay there? Because you will not be able to do this strategy forever. Now, let's just be realistic. That's not going to happen, right? So you need to diversify. And there's only really 3 ways that you can do so, right? So you can go with Outlook's competitor, obviously Google, which is fine, but Google is more expensive than Outlook. So for example, whereas with Outlook, you could get inboxes for 50 cents. So you pay $50 for one tenant, which is going to get you 100 inboxes. Google is just much more expensive. Usually people charge about $3 per inbox on Google, right? But you can send a lot more with that. You can send about 20 cold emails per day, whereas with the Outlook, you can only do 5. But even if we, just adjust for this price discrepancy, this is still much more expensive, right? Because you can send more, but proportionally it's just way more expensive. So you could do this, Google and Outlook. This is solid strategy. But what I'm doing besides this, and I'll show you my recommendations as well at the end of the video. But what I'm doing is I'm branching out into Outlook, Google, SMTP, private, which is private SMTP, obviously. I'm not using any kind of unknown tools that I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. And the fourth one is, which you probably not heard of, is leveraged SMTP. I'll show you what that is in just a minute. And I'll show you a bonus one as well just shortly. So the 3 categories are really just Outlook and Google is what most people are familiar with. Plus, you must have heard of this, SMTP, right? This is the volume board. This is going to get you up until into the hundreds of thousands of cents per day. This is going to get you into the big table with the big boys and send upwards of millions of emails per day for absolutely fraction of the price what you would pay for Outlook or Google, unless you're getting ripped off, right? So this is just very cheap. And I don't know why people in the market, people who sell SMTP just charge so much. Again, I'm all for making a margin, but when you're doing like 50x markup, that's just come on, that's just straight up scamming people. So private SMTP is fine. In terms of deliverability, it's not the best, right? Like Google is by far number 1, Outlook is number 2, and then SMTP is number 3. And then we have some new kid on the block, right, which is the leveraged SMTP, which is just basically like a version of SMTP plus, I would say SMTP on steroids. This is nothing really fancy. This just uses something called a transactional email system, which I talked more about in other videos. Just basically, again, think about like this as an example. You get an important email from your PayPal account. You want this email to go through, which PayPal makes sure it does, and they use a transactional email system to make sure again it goes through. So that's what you can do as well. But if you use these email systems, you're gonna get banned very soon. So there's a way to actually mimic the same strategy, but obviously not to the full extent, but you still get a nice little boost of deliverability. People market this as the new Outlook, new Google type license. No, it's not. Sure, Outlook and Google, they both have something like this. It's called something Azure Cloud or something like that. A Google Cloud as well, which you can leverage, but they're not Google inboxes. They're not Outlook inboxes. They're still SMTP, which just stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Basically your own email server, just mimicking what Google and Outlook does. So you can never really get the reputation better than that. So I would say this is going to be like the number 3 in terms of deliverability, and this guy is going to be number 4, the regular one. And now I promised you a bonus in the beginning of the video, right? Which is going to be the old and forgotten ESPs, right? The email service providers. Obviously, I'm sure you have used and you are probably using them. They're not Google, they're not Outlook, but they're something else, right? Like could be the Yahoos, the business Yahoos, could be, you know, local regional mail like Rambler, GMX, like all these types of emails, they have a solid reputation, which is better than the SMTP, and they're cheaper than Outlook and Google. They're not going to be cheaper than SMTP, but in my mind, this just places them in number 3. So this guy goes back to number 5. This guy goes back to number 4. So what you're going to see in 2026 is a lot of people pushing this new strategy, this SMTP plus leveraged SMTP model. They're going to call it like new type of Outlook licenses, new type of Google licenses. So just be very careful what people are selling you. This is not new. This is just basically SMTP, but you know, with a little bit of a boost. There's nothing crazy. What I think, and nobody's talking about this, is the old ESPs that might be coming back into play that nobody is using, and there's yet for anyone to actually use them. Well, besides us, we've been testing these for quite a few months now at quite a large scale, and they've been absolutely performing well. Safe to say they've been performing better, and that's why I'm making this video. They've been performing better than SMTP or this new type of SMTP. So that's why I'm placing them in number 3. Google number 1, Outlook number 3, old ESPs number 3, SMTP number 5, and finally, you know, the SMTP Plus is going to be number 4. So in terms of what I'm doing, if you want to know what I'm doing, Outlook is still a very good ROI for your money. I'm placing 60% of my allocation here. Then I'm doing 15% on Google. And then finally, we have 75% in total. We have 25% left. So what I'm doing is I'm just going more and more into the old ESPs. Right now our allocation is about 10%, but I'm planning on increasing that. And currently we're divided into SMTPs by about like 15%. So in this case, for example, if something goes down, if the Outlooks completely go down, we still have over 1/3 of the infrastructure untouched. And the good thing is, again, about that is I'll be prepared. The question is, do you also want to be prepared, right? And just to help you guys out, and you don't need to buy anything from us. I'm simply doing this because a lot of you have been asking for this. The reason we also started selling Outlook inboxes is I've just gotten so many DMs about this recently. Is how do I do this? How do I do that? There were no real like Outlook providers that were actually good, fairly priced, or were actually useful. So we just decided to sell it for you guys, our community. So if you want to, you can come to Maildeck and get yourself some Outlooks. Right now, we have tested Google, we have tested private SMTP, SMTP Plus, the leverage SMTP, as well as a lot of old ESPs. I'm talking like Yahoo businesses for $1 a month, something like this. You're never gonna get like Google for $1 a month, right? You're never gonna get real Outlooks for $1 a month, right? This is something that we're bringing in here as well. And then also something I haven't mentioned is obviously there's like risky plays. So you remember there's a whole thing about like educational inboxes, non-profit inboxes going down. Well, they still work. You just get, you have to find the right provider. And if you opt for a little bit of, risky stuff, you'll be able to buy it from us. Obviously, one guarantee we can give you with this is we can replace if anything goes wrong, which good luck finding someone who sells this that actually does this as well. So the reason we're selling this is because some people are a little bit more risk averse. They like to go with the regular safe Google stuff, which is fine. But if you want to do a little bit of a more like a glass cannon type approach, you can use the Google panel ones. Right now, these are sold out. They sold out very fast, like the whole thing, except right now we have Outlook in stock, but we're going to restock this very, very soon. So keep a lookout for this. Again, Microsoft, Google, the private stuff as well. So we're gonna have, these are the old ESPs, and we're constantly adding more. So mail.com, Rambler, Zoho, ProtonMail, GMX, Yahoo, Yandex, and these are all business emails for these. It's just crazy ROI on these. Nobody's using them. And then finally the SMTP, the private one and the leveraged one. Currently all sold out as well. So if you want to do something right now, just do Outlook while you can, and then check back in a couple days, and the website's constantly updated so you can check and see for yourself. All right, with this in mind, you know what I'm doing. You can copy and paste my exact portfolio here for 2026 if you want to. And in terms of just distribution, I'm aiming for 2 million emails per day very, very soon. Roughly, we're at 1.4 at the moment. So scaling this up, I want to do more of the old ESPs and just more Google and more SMTP, and just get away from the Outlooks, because who knows what will happen. They're very good ROI, so get them while you still can, but I think it's best to be diversified. So with this in mind, now you know my strategy for 2026, and this way you're not going to bleed, you're not going to be slaughtered when eventually shit hits the fan. So hopefully you got some value. This is the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next ones. Cheers.